prosecution has closed its file against suspended FKF President Nick Mwendwa as they proceed with further investigations in the case. The DPP had been given 7 days to prefer charges against Nick but chose to close its file.
The court agreed with them in part and released Nick Mwendwa on cash bail and gave them a limited period of time to conclude those investigations, if at all there were such investigations, and make a decision whether or not to charge him. Today was a mention when the DPP and the DCI were to indicate to court whether they'd finished their investigations and if they had any charges to prefer against Nick Mwendwa. Of course, as expected, no charges were preferred, and the DPP notified the court that they have ramped up charges, because if there were any charges, nothing would have been easier than to mount them today. But it speaks to something wider than the arrest, detention, and the intention to charge. It speaks to the management of FKF and the so-called caretaker committee. If the caretaker committee was set up fundamentally on account of the claims that Nick Mwendwa had abused his office and was suspected to have stolen money from FKF, then that caretaker committee ought not to be there in the first place.
More there, of course, on our social media accounts, but first I'd like to read some comments from